What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Greedo's Goldmine, where our heart is the gold, you are the stars, and together it's been quite the journey so far. I want to take it back to our roots today and do a review. For all who've seen the shelf recently, you'll notice something's missing. I finally decided what I wanted to do with it, and I do want to open it up and take a look. What is it? Well, it's the Marvel Legends recent card back, Infinity Gauntlet, Adam Warlock. So, we have Adam Warlock, front and back, and today we're going to crack this open and take a look at the figure. So before we do that, let's read the back. It says, Adam Warlock. In the Infinity Gauntlet saga, the leader of the Soul World, Adam Warlock, joins a group of heroes to help thwart Thanos' schemes. So as we know, Adam Warlock was key to defeating Thanos in the Infinity Gauntlet. So let's take a look at this in further detail and see what the figure's all about. First, we're going to cut open the card back. Try not to chop our hand in the meantime while we do it. All right, let's see. Can we get this already? Wow, we have to cut around the entire thing, it looks like. Maybe not. Yeah, so to get this thing out, we're going to have to cut around the entire plastic of the card back, which is a little bit annoying considering it's all kinds of jagged on one portion, but hey, we have to do what we gotta do. Can we get it now? No, still not. So first things first, if you're opening the card back to kind of preserve it, this is a very, very annoying package. Mostly because of the sort of zigzag plastic that they have to keep the comic book in place. It pretty much requires you to cut around the entire thing to be able to get it out. And even then, it's still next to impossible. I have to even keep going, further, unfortunately. So first, yeah, that's my first complaint about the packaging. Although it looks really good, it's just a real pain to get this figure open. There we go. Oh no, lost the comic book. So, now that we've got him out of the package, here is Adam Warlock. So, we've got basically a few accessories. Double fists for action poses, the Infinity Gauntlet in a fist pose, his staff, and Adam himself. Let's pull everything out and check it out in a little more detail. Wow, everything falls apart in this package. It's not well put together. So we got the Infinity Gauntlet sort of sleeve that goes over his hand, and then the actual fist itself is just another fist that comes with the figure. And actually, as you see here, they did a really good job detailing the Infinity Stones themselves in the actual hand. They actually taped the other fists in, which is curious that they didn't do that with the Infinity Gauntlet, but there's the double fists in action, as well as the staff. Does come with a little comic book, the Infinity Gauntlet #1 cover. There's the front of it, and as you see on the back, it just says Marvel Legends. So that's a really cool feature that I like, because Infinity Gauntlet 1's one of my favorite comics of all time. And now let's get Adam out himself. So as you see, they basically did the feed through with the cape, which is a little bit hard to get out the way they package this thing. Got to really fold it over, and even then it doesn't want to come out very easily. So My biggest complaint, first of all, is the packaging in general. It looks really great on mint on card, but if you want to get this figure out, it's kind of a chore. All right, so let's see about the detailing here. We could see really good face print head sculpt. They do an overlaid head with a lot of good wash through it, which is awesome. Very good detailing on the face. I do like the painted skull detailing on the cape, as well as them doing a really good job keeping it consistent in the red. The red is actually what's painted on, and the bottom yellow and collar is actually the molded plastic color. When it comes to other detailing, it's really just this portion of the bottom legs where there's the thigh cut to give it that angle. Otherwise, this figure is pretty much entirely molded plastic, either red or black. So when it comes to the articulation, we do have the double jointed pinless elbows. Pretty good, not too loose, not too tight. We have your standard Marvel Legends articulation in the wrists. You have your bicep swivel, standard shoulder rotation. Actually a little bit loose in the elbows. And what I really like too, they gave butterfly joints this time, which is nice. You do have your hip swivel or waist swivel, ab crunch. You have hip swivel as well. Double jointed pinned knees, which are a lot tighter than the elbows. And your standard Marvel Legends foot articulation with a boot swivel. When it comes to the hands, they did do this little two-piece thing, or like, segmented, whatever you want to call that, to give it the look of gloves on top of the outfit. He stands pretty well. The cape doesn't really weight him down or do anything wild like that. And like I said, accessory-wise, he's really just got the Infinity Gauntlet hand, the 2 double fists, which we're not going to use for this particular figure, and the staff. Oh, let's not forget the comic book. And so what I would like to do for my own display is pop off one of the grip hands, slide this Infinity Gauntlet on top right there, the sleeve of it, and then pop in the fist, and we can recreate the pose that's on the packaging. So that is pretty much how I'm going to display him. I think too, what I want to do with it is, instead of using the staff, I would like him to hold the Infinity Gauntlet comic book, true to form. So, you can kind of see the comic book in the display as well as the Infinity Gauntlet. Probably won't use the staff in mine. Like I said, most of these hands are extraneous for my particular use, but cool that they at least included them for different poses and action. And yeah, pretty much that's Adam Warlock in a nutshell. Really cool figure. Glad I accidentally got this one. Being a fan of the Infinity Gauntlet saga, he's a really crucial key character. And everyone in the Marvel Legends community has been waiting for a proper classic Adam Warlock. And so we finally got him, and actually think they did a pretty decent job as a whole with them. So I'm really happy with this figure, short of, the packaging itself to get him out if you wanted to display him, loose instead of on card back. But if you want to keep him on card back, like I said, the packaging itself looks really good. So I'll probably keep the card back just for, the sake of, just having that backdrop. But other than that, that's pretty much it, folks. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this short review of Marvel Legends Classic Adam Warlock from the Infinity Gauntlet card back with the comic book. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. And until the next one, we'll catch you later. Thanks, everybody.